Why it sucks to be a Volkswagen Passat. You think your life is rough? Try being a Volkswagen Passat, not the glamorous, turbocharged sibling in the showroom. I'm talking about the daily grind version stuck juggling errands, school runs, and the occasional existential oil light panic attack. Strap in, folks, because this is the brutal truth. Life as a Passat is one big, soggy bag of VW-approved disappointment. Let's start with identity crisis. You show up at the party, corporate SAT, Luglio annual gala. And what do people say? Nice to see the Passat. Not nice car or cool ride Passat. It's like getting called by your job title. Hey, accountant. Meanwhile, the flashy SUVs get the bravos. You can't even finish a show-stopping burnout before someone calls you boring but practical. Thanks, Captain Obvious. It's not that the Passat is ugly. It's just exceedingly normal. Enough chrome to make it dignified. Enough lines to make it modern. It's like the sandwich that's neither ham nor turkey, just deli mystery meat. Your reflection in the paint says, I'm safe and sane, and nobody ever posts that as their Instacar. You blend better than wallpaper in a dentist's office. Under that hood lives a heart as exciting as unbuttered toast. The 1.8-liter turbo takes an eternity to rev, and when it finally does, it sort of whimpers instead of roars. You start tooling along, imagining yourself as James Bond. But then you bottom out on a pothole, and the ESC light flickers. Not a signal of badass tech, but of, hey, maybe hold off that lane change. Real spy moment that. Enter the DSG dual clutch, where you either rocket forward or wait a solid 2 seconds while it recalibrates your existence. It's the gearbox equivalent of yelling green means go eventually. You want to accelerate? Too bad. Find a sweet spot, pedal wait. Another tap, another wait. Independent filmmakers call it dramatic pause. Inside, it's all soft-touch surfaces, brushed aluminum, and ambient lights, like it's trying really hard to outclass rental car mediocrity. But guess what? You paid MSRP and still dream of heated seats in the back, a heads-up display, or hell, an actual digital cockpit. Instead, you get a half-hearted infotainment with all the charm of a dusty museum kiosk. Folks gush about German build quality, but let's be honest. Whose bright idea was it to put these plastic latches, leaky sunroof seals, and high-mileage transmission quirks? You're driving along, your check engine light goes on, and suddenly you're doing online searches for P2107 leak and noisy rear subframe. Meanwhile, your wallet weeps. The stated 5L/100 km? That's an lab. Your real-world haul, loaded grocery run, occasional highway cruise, lands you closer to 8L/100 km and up to 10 when it's freezing. Prius? They're sipping soda. Your Passat's guzzling energy drinks. I need a cup holder, you thought. You got two. Great. Where do I put my phone? You've got Bluetooth audio, but no wireless charging pad. So your phone sits in the door, rattles every time you hit a bump, spells out, stop using my speakers against my will. Nice. Beep, beep, beep. You inch forward. Beep. Holding. Beep. You reverse. Beep. It's like your car's nagging more than your mother. The system doesn't trust you. And frankly, neither do you, because it's scared of everything. A shopping cart, a stray cat, a shadow. Beep, beep, beep. Chrome grille. LED DRLs, dual exhaust tips, fake. You pose, but behind a mask, there's no grunt. You revulate. Make that rev evacuate. And crickets. Meanwhile, buyers of actual luxury brands hear that and laugh behind their grills. Backed by a V6 or real turbo V4. Midlife crisis guys. The ones who get the Porsche? No, they get a Passat for practicality. Slowly, those guys start smoking cigars at the gas station, eyes flicking to any Audi or BMW. You're that guy's car. The one that whispers, I almost didn't blow the budget. Want to stuff a bigger turbo under the hood? Good luck. Parts? They're limited, pricey, and your tuner's like, are you sure you won't mess with that DSG? Audi, bro hood rats spent all the molds for MK7 first-gen Golfs. Passat guys are lucky to double their horsepower. You end up with coilovers and a little lip, basically a Honda Civic Coupe. They give you cheap rates because you're average. Too bad average drivers are unlikely to notice blind spot changes. Meanwhile, they hike your premiums when you add a tow hitch. Because insurance math. On business trips, nice rental. Other passengers tap the window and go, "You driving?" "Oh, I thought it was Hertz's." It's like wearing generic brand jeans. They get the point, but don't respect it. Uber drivers? They lurk around, hoping for your car's spacious trunk and electric seat base. You show up at the airport, they wave like long-lost brothers. Hey, at least they respect practicality. Your dignity? Gone. Pull up to a Starbucks, and everyone assumes you own a Golf. Just a bigger trunk. You sit up, they look confused. "Oh, Passat. I thought you were taller." You exist in that weird space between Golf and Arteon like a sad sibling stuck in the middle seat. Sure, they hold value, but only in conservative fleets. Private buyers? They pick crossovers. You get a KBB value email like those shade coupons they mail to people who still watch PBS pledge breaks. In a rear-end collision, you'll be safe. Airbags pop like popcorn. Pre-crash detection throws pretension around like confetti. But you'll walk out going, "Can we turn off the seat vibrators?" Stop rumbling. I'm just waiting in line. Kids? They spill. Teens? They get mad your car drives like a dad. The minivan gets all the glory. The Tiguan looks cool. You're stuck with the station wagon stigma until the soccer ball rips the side panel. Three-zone climate control seems like an upgrade until that rear seat gets stuck in zero. Your passengers complain, "I'm freezing." Turn that to 22. You do. Everyone else roasts. Grown-ups fighting over the knob. Adulting doesn't feel good. Let's not ignore it. VW's diesel scandal. People see Passats and go side-eye. You might get emissions recalls, or maybe it's a ticking time bomb. You flash a service receipt like a locket, hoping to get through the traffic jam of judgment. You bought a 2019 Passat. Now it looks ancient. Android Automotive? Nope. Digital cockpit? No, sir. You feel like a 2017 iPhone user. Push to start? Cigarette gadget feel in the 2025 world. You crave updates, but OTA? Huh. Data dash, remote vehicle access, safe lock. These all promise seamless convenience. Want remote start? Fine. But your phone app logs you out at random, and customer support just says try again. So now you tap less and grumble more. Pack the trunk. Load snacks. Test drive starts smooth. Until mile 130, they hear the whine. That high-speed whiz-whiz can drive anyone insane. You swerve to find Sonic or Cinnabon for therapy. Meanwhile, your SUV friends laugh and sip iced lattes. Fleet GPS stickers, opaque parking permits. People treat your car like a taxi. Valet tries the trunk handle. Neighbor runs your window down to ask you to move. This car is always here. It knows your schedule better than your boss. Pop the fuel lid. The person at the pump shakes it. It's not even rollback release, electric only. So you fumble with your wallet, phone, the adapter, all while the click goes backwards and forwards. You're grateful VW didn't go full VWs, the all-glass interface CarPlay, but not too grateful. Want a tow? Reader help. Only with the VW tow kit. Design time, make it sticky. Turns out it resets the TPM and wakes the ESC. Install it wrong? The car goes limp at 70 miles per hour. Suddenly you're paying mechanics to reinstall everything, plus a new tow hitch kit, just to haul a lawn trailer. Take it in for scheduled maintenance. Bluetooth crash. Person at the desk says, "Would you like a loaner?" You nod. They give you another Passat. You drive it for a week. You know nothing else. Sell it after 6 years. Private sale? They haggle. Dealer? Trade-in value only. You finally unload it. Walk away. It rolls onto the next clueless owner like a tank. You check the VIN later, still no turbo upgrade, still no real glass roof, still leaking sunroof seal number 3. After all that, it's just another Passat. But let's be real. Despite the roast, Passats are safe, dependable, and largely sensible. They juggle lots of roles. Family sedan, light hauler, runabout. They don't break the bank or great expectations. Deep down, it's a workforce hero wearing mid-century visionaries armor. They keep marching. Still, owning a Passat is a statement. A statement that you value comfort over flash. That you like German engineering but don't mind a few quirks. That you refuse to brag. That you want a burger, not Michelin. And sometimes that slog in traffic is worth it, especially when the DSG light disappears, the highway whistles, and suddenly you're having a moment of smooth, wage earner powered zen. Being a Passat means being stuck in almost there. Practicality over pizzazz, quiet confidence over bragging rights. You melt down over oil pans, laugh at the DSG's awkward pauses, and endure the beeps that police your lane changes. You hold your head high, but maybe a little lower than an Audi A4 driver's. Because, let's face it, you're in a Passat. The car everyone needs, no one envies. Being a Passat means being stuck in almost there. Practicality over pizzazz, quiet confidence over bragging rights. You melt down over oil pans, laugh at the DSG's awkward pauses, and endure the beeps that police your lane changes. You hold your head high, but maybe a little lower than an Audi A4 driver's. Because, let's face it, you're in a Passat. The car everyone needs, no one envies.